4 years ago, there was a Roblox game that completely dominated the platform. A game so popular you literally could not escape it. But now, it feels nothing more than a shell of what it once was. Roblox Evade. Now hey, before you click off and say, wait, Evade still pulls tens of thousands of players. Sit down, class. We're in session. Because today, I'm not saying Evade is dead. I'm explaining what it used to be, and why in my eyes, it just isn't as great as it once was. Now, if you click this video, you've either played Evade before, or at least heard of it. But if you haven't, here's the rundown. Roblox Evade released publicly in August of 2022 and became an immediate success, pulling in hundreds of thousands of players every single day. And the reason? It took something that was already trending and turned it into a Roblox game. That trend being nextbots. Now, nextbots have been around for a very long time. The term originally comes from a nextbot AI system developed by Valve, used in games like Left 4 Dead. Yeah, it's that old. And for those of you who don't know what the nextbot AI system is, it's basically a navigation and behavior system for NPCs. But things really took off when community developers on Garry's Mod, the 2006 sandbox game, started using this system to create simple enemies that chase players around the map. Most of these times, these enemies were literally just your average 2D PNG images. And that's what we now know as nextbots. Nextbots existed for years, but the meme chase bots that we all recognize today really started blowing up in the early 2010s with viral mods such as Sonic the Hedgehog. That was their first big popularity spike, but we all know that wasn't the last time. Because in 2022, nextbots had a massive resurgence thanks to social media and huge content creators covering them non-stop. You literally could not avoid them. And when Roblox Evade released, that popularity only exploded even more.
Today, we're going to be playing a game that has blown up on Roblox, Evade.
Welcome to Evade.
Evade.
There's no way he would.
189,000 people are playing this game right now.
Evade led to an insane amount of content being made. Everyone was playing it, laughing, screaming, and having a great time.
They'll never find me in here.
And one of the biggest reasons it took off? Accessibility. Unlike Garry's Mod, Evade was free. So for all you broke people, definitely not me by the way, that's crazy, it was instantly playable. But accessibility wasn't the only reason this game took off. Evade introduced fun, fluid movement, such as sliding and vaulting, and mixed it with team-based survival. You could revive teammates, carry them when they got down, which slowed you down, but it created high-stakes moments that were stressful and also pretty hilarious. And yes, you could do a lot of this in Gmod, with the mods that you can download. But there's a key difference. Evade doesn't need those mods. No add-ons, one click, press play, and you're in. Boom. Evade felt like an actual game, not just sandbox chaos. They took a popular concept and built on it, adding movement, game modes, teamwork, gadgets, emotes, all made directly into the core experience of this game, which made it so unique. No modding required. No! Watch this mechanic. Oh, W play, bro. W play. Yep. Clip that, bro. That's going in the video, guys. Yo, you should like and subscribe after this. Nobody's listening to me. Editing, Jane, you better put that in, bro, by the way. Like, low-key, you should put that in. Yo, bro, you better listen. Now, let's talk about the maps. Early Evade maps were clearly inspired by Gmod, but they were designed for nextbots. Unlike Gmod's weird unintentional layouts that made escaping almost impossible, Evade maps encouraged movement, looping, and teamwork. Barriers, perks, speed boosts, everything worked together. Evade took a trend and genuinely made it fun and amazing. But of course, with every great game, there has to be the great fumble. And Evade's fumble came in the sense with movement changes. And not just once, multiple times. I used to play this game all the time, and then one day, the movement just felt off. It felt less fluid, more stiff, even more rigid than it was before. And the worst part, they didn't just change it once. They changed it multiple times. Every time the movement changed, The game lost a bit more of its identity. The immersion just wasn't the same as it once was.
Like, can we just sit down and look at this? Like, come on, man, I don't need to know all these movement techniques, bro. It's not that hard to go against the nextbots. These guys have evolved to a level that's incomprehensible to myself.
Now sure, you could say I'm nostalgic, but this wasn't the only thing that changed. The overhaul update. An update you either love or absolutely hate. A bit like Marmite, this update reshaped everything, and in my opinion, removed a lot of what made Evade special in the first place. Now to be fair, it did do some very good things right. New maps, streak system, new UI, visual and audio improvements, and better nextbot AI. On paper, an amazing update. But here's the thing. I played Evade again for the first time in about 3 years. I've played it every now and then, but only for about 5 minutes. But this time I actually played it properly. And every single time it felt different, less fun, and even easier than it was. So I started asking myself, why does a game I used to play religiously now feel like a shell of what I loved and just feel boring to me? It's technically better on paper, so how did it become worse in my eyes? Is there a point where a game becomes too polished for its own well-being? Because when I played, the nextbots felt way too easy to avoid. There were fewer of them, the maps were overly complicated, and honestly less fun in my eyes. There are even bugs where you can teleport out of the map and just chill. I saw this constantly. People weren't even playing the game. They were literally cheesing the entire purpose of this game. And even if you do play it properly, it's nowhere near as hard as it used to be. And before someone says, just play Legacy Mode doesn't even feel good. The movement still isn't as fluid, the nextbots are still way too easy. I don't know how they cooked this so badly, but people are too busy emoting outside the map than actually playing the game. Now don't get me wrong, Evade still pulls in tens of thousands of players, but that's nowhere near what it once had. And this happens all the time on Roblox. When a game is built on a trend, that trend is the literal foundation of the game. And once you've rinsed all the content from that trend, what's left? You can add perks, utilities, new systems, and sure, they are cool, but eventually there's nothing meaningful left to add without losing the core identity of the game. Try to change it too much, and it's no longer the same game. Sound familiar? Yeah. Fortnite. What happened to my movement, man? Give me my movement. I miss my movement. I miss the simplicity, the older maps, the chaos, getting flung by a nextbot and instantly dying. That just doesn't happen anymore, no matter how hard I try. The hitboxes on the nextbot AIs feel smaller, the challenge feels like it's not even there, and the chaos just disappeared. And when the challenge left, a lot of players left as well, myself included. And I just wish it had that old movement. Now, of course, I did play it in its baby steps, so the movement was, of course, very, very early. But that movement felt very fluid, very unique, and that's what I miss the most in this game. Now, if you disagree with me and absolutely hate me after this video, that's fine. We're all entitled to our own opinions. But for me, I miss the difficulty of this game. I miss the movement. I miss what Evade used to be. So with that being said, be careful tonight. These nextbots might come to your house if you don't subscribe. So what are you doing? Right, so this is post-editing Valentless. I'm just gonna say that took way too long to edit for how long the video is. I had to cut quite a bit. PC crap, it was a mess, okay? But if you did enjoy the video, a like and a subscribe would greatly help out the channel. Appreciate all the support recently. Been a blast making this video. This has probably been the most enjoyable video, although a little bit stressful. I did enjoy the process, and if you did enjoy this type of content, this form of content, then stay tuned for future videos like this. But with that being said, that's it from me. Thank you as always, guys.